in our class that we do, that we've just launched, second and fourth Tuesdays, we will study and explore, but invite in also the angel or the deva of that specific crystal, which is extremely powerful. In these times when we get together in groups with a focused intention to bring in an energy and to open ourselves to this light and transformation, it is magnified hundreds and hundreds of times, beyond your imagination. I even had someone describe to me, we're going to do aquamarine coming up on Tuesday, that all of her aquamarine now in her house are talking to her. She says, I was never really interested in them, but now that we're going to be doing the class coming up on Tuesday, she says, oh my gosh, she goes, it's so energetic and it's activating, and I'm so attracted to want to work with it. So that's what we do and we open up ourselves to do when we intentionally align with the crystal and the mineral kingdom. And that it is, each and every crystal is a very conscious being. It's a special kind of consciousness. And if many of you have worked with quartz or other types of crystals, you'll notice sometimes if you take them to the beach or you bathe them in the moonlight or you do a heart meditation with them, they change. Some quartz will birth record keepers. They'll birth new markings on them. They will develop rainbows, beautiful rainbows that weren't there before. So it really is conscious transformation, and it's a co-creation. You are assisting in the evolution of the crystal and mineral kingdom also. But they hold levels of perfection, specific frequencies of light. You two we are crystals, and that's why it's such a magical relationship when we work with them. Our physical body is basically a liquid crystal. Body being made up of mostly water. It's a crystal matrix. So when we work with crystals, we then harmonize with the crystal vibration, being able to release impurities and blocks, which crystals do, being able to receive nourishment. They eat silica, they grow, if in the right conditions. Self-healed crystals, you'll notice when they get broken, they can heal. I mean, these are all abilities that we have ourselves because we are too crystals. And we emit a specific consciousness. So when we are able to work with the crystal and mineral kingdom in this way, we are able to transform our own light, and then just as crystals do, being able to transmit frequencies of light for the transformation of those in our environment, our world, our galaxy, our universe. So it's really a magical thing that you do, and it's about the intention. We are evolving into more etheric beings when we're elevating our consciousness. And again, like I said, things being able to manifest faster. So also your light body, which is activating as we do this work through the meditations. You can feel your light expanding as we did the beautiful meditation in the opening. Your light body is a crystal structure. It's a crystalline structure as well. So by working with the crystals of the new consciousness, we're able to start to activate more and more of our light body, more and more of the dormant DNA and cellular structure in our cells, enabling us to hold more light and also to release more blocks, blocked energy in our chakra system and so forth. So a lot of the crystals that maybe those of you that have worked with crystals in the past, when you begin to work with crystals, you are attracted to things like citrine and amethyst and maybe malachite and smoky quartz, because they work on your lower chakras, and it is extremely healing to be able to allow this support from the mineral kingdom. As we're able to release more and more of those blocks, now with the acceleration of consciousness, and in the next few years going into the big shift, the birthing of the new world, there are some very high vibrational friends that can assist us in this transformation faster and faster and with greater ease. And again, it's with intention that we do this. So when you get up into the frequencies of the crystals for the new consciousness, we have, the Spirit wanted me to share, we've all experienced healing in layers. We have some wound or some childhood trauma or even something going further back that comes to play, and we heal a piece of it, and then we cycle through to a greater experience of who we are, and then we come back to it. And we're as if, I thought I've healed that before. Well, it's in layers that we do this. And so with the crystals, it's the same. The crystals of the new consciousness are healing us in layers. So we have the black tourmalines, which are relatively a new find. Black tourmalines being able to assist us with grounding. When we work with a lot of the higher vibrational crystals, I like to have a black tourmaline anyway because it grounds me. It's also good for aura protection, assisting you in protecting your auric field, but it also will release heavy and dense energies within your system. So what the Crystal and Mineral Kingdom and Spirit wants to share is this is a process, an individual process, because we're all different. So just because somebody says a crystal is going to affect you in a certain way, that's not necessarily true, because you're your own special crystal. They'll have similar qualities, but there's a group of crystals that will help you to release blocks, namely the power crystal, for releasing heavy, dense energies, emotional blocks, and so forth. A lot of things, fear, a lot of root chakra, abundance, security issues, safety issues, those kinds of things. You can use carnelian for like the sacral chakra. I had a piece, but I didn't bring it. You can also use malachite for your solar plexus chakra for releasing abuse or power issues or other types of blocks. And then we just got through with the kunzite class, which was really awesome. The angel of kunzite came into the class. We did some channeling with the kunzite. It was amazing. But
this is one of the newer pieces that's coming into prevalence.
It's only been in existence longer, but only found and discovered for about 100 years. So that's really new on the scene. And it works with activating your higher heart and your heart chakra, releasing fear. It was more powerful, like as far as releasing fear, than I had experienced. And the great thing is being in a group, we were all able to connect really deeply with it and then experience it in that special moment. So it's not like getting it out of a book. You really have the experience of a powerful healing.
All of us that night had this incredible feeling of peacefulness in our heart. I've experienced joy and a calmness and a release of anger and things, but it was a really high level of infused peacefulness. It was just like somebody just handed it over, and that's what holding the kunzites are just amazing for that.
Mm-hmm. And what a special experience. It was really amazing, and you channeled some beautiful messages from the kunzite, so.
Wish we'd recorded that.
I know. So
that's right, yeah, she came right to me and
yes,
sent some messages. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes. And then, so then moving up to the throat chakra, we have aquamarine, which we're going to do on Tuesday. I've had some really, I did a meditation, a pre-meditation kind of attuning with the aquamarine, and I'll have to tell you, it just brought me to tears, literally, just releasing so much of a blockage, but a blockage to my own light and my higher self, and really what was preventing me from expressing my higher self or my truth. So it was really beautiful. I'm very, very excited to work with that, and we'll work with it in a similar way, bringing in the experience of inviting in the deva and the angels of the kunzite, the being of the aquamarine to be with us, so we can really explore that. Then moving up is to the third eye chakra. We have phenocite, which we'll be working with, which really activates and clears the third eye chakra. It's really, really, really powerful. You put it on your third eye and you can feel it just opening and expanding, but also helping you to clear any fear that you have about seeing, or trauma that you may have had with having that psychic connection to your clairvoyance wide open. We'll work with also selenite, which has been coming through really powerful in healings that I've been doing